video. In today's video I will show you how to do Google Drive file upload as well as read that file in React Native's new architecture without using any third-party library. So what this code base does is that it uploads a file, it uploads a folder, and inside that folder we will have a text file with some text content in it. And once the file is uploaded, we will use the read API and it will read the text content from that particular file. So yeah, let's get started. And this video is only for Android, because on Android Google Drive is present by default and most people use that for cloud syncing. But for iOS, Google Drive does not make a lot of sense. If you want, you should be using iCloud for it. That's what Apple recommends, and it is present by default on iOS. So yeah, let's get started. So first of all, you have to enable the new architecture. So just search for new arc enabled and go to gradle.properties and make this as true. Next, inside you have so this will follow a turbo module. So I have gone through this many a times, so won't explain in much detail. So all you have to do is you have to create this folder called RTN My Google Drive. Inside that, create an Android folder and create all these subfolders. And first of all, in My Google Drive module.kt, so here we are just checking for internet permission. I know that we don't have to request internet permission on Android because that is automatically granted to us. But the reason why I'm checking for this internet permission is that most of the code for Google Drive requires to be written in the main activity. So if you know register for activity result, which replaces start activity for result, which is the new register for activity result is the new API, and it, as far as I know, it only works in fragment, inside main activity, or inside a Jetpack Compose screen. And currently fragment is not that well supported in React Native's new architecture. In future it might be, but as of now it is not supported, and I don't want to use the old architecture. In that, fragment is already supported. But yeah, that's why if once I request an internet permission, this callback will move to the main activity. I don't know, like if you try to write that Google Drive code inside a turbo module, you will face a lot of issues. That's why I didn't do that. But yeah, here, so I'm just requesting for internet permission, same for both upload as well as read. Okay, and in my Google Drive package.kt, this I have copied from docs, only the file name has been changed at appropriate lines. Build.gradle, again copied from docs, only the Kotlin Android has been added, namespace has been changed, and Kotlin standard lib implementation has been added. Next, inside JS, I have created a TypeScript file, and inside that I have upload method as well as read method, and I have changed this name as well. Next, inside package.json, again copied from docs, only this name has been changed, this has been changed, this has been changed, and this has been changed. And I have created a pod spec, even though we are not using writing code for iOS, but any which ways I have created it, again copied from docs, and only this name has been changed. Now what you have to do is go to your main folder, Android folder, go to build.gradle, and first of all go to this build.gradle, make sure Kotlin version is 1.8.0 and add this class path. Next, go to build.gradle, add apply plugin Kotlin Android, as well as you will have to add this configurations as well as packaging options. And inside dependency, I have added Kotlin standard lib. Okay, next I have added this all dependencies which are required for Google Drive to work, and this is for lifecycle coroutines to work. Next, go to src main android manifest.xml and make sure you have the internet permission. Now inside Java, first of all I have created this data class called Google Drive folder, because we will be using this. and here I have converted the main activity.java to a Kotlin file. First of all, you can copy all the imports. Next, here again we are checking for that internet permission, and this is like companion object. So this will be our main my app. This would be our app name, and this would be our folder. Inside that, this would be our text file. And so this is the code which I was talking about. This is very difficult to write inside turbo modules. I've faced a lot of issues with that. It's better to write this kind of code inside the activity itself. So this is for this will be the callback when user request for Google sign in, and if it is successful, we go to the check for Google permission. Now these are the variables which you need to define for I have just copy pasted this code from Stack Overflow, and here I have created a variable to check whether the user is reading from Google Drive or whether he is uploading from Google Drive. And this is the Google sign in client, and this is the text which will be added to our text file, so you can change it to whatever you want. And here we will, once Google sign in is successful, we need to ask for Google Drive permission as well. So this will ask for it, and if that is given, then we will do drive setup. And here we are creating a temporary file inside internal storage, and this is the code for reading data from a file. This is for uploading a file to Google Drive, and this is creating file inside internal storage. Okay, now this is the code for downloading the file, and this is the code for listing their drive file. So here you can see I have added a MIME type as only text, but if you are interested in image, you can do something like this, or MIME image as well as text, but I have only added text. Okay, next here once you call for that internet permission, first the callback will go over here, and if all permissions are granted, and then if it is from the upload button, then I am if it is from read button, then I am making this as true and asking for Google sign in. If it is from upload button, then I am making this as false and again asking for Google sign in. And this is the drive setup which we have to do. And here you can see this is the logic for whether the file is been read. Okay, like, to be honest, I even don't understand it completely, but here you will get the exact text from it, and like I'm just sending it back to React Native side. And similarly for uploading text, like here you can handle the error however you like for uploading it to drive. So again, here we are creating an upload file job, and once that is uploaded, we are sending a success callback to React Native side. And this is the method for creating a folder inside your Google Drive, and this is a method to check whether all permissions will be granted, and this is by default present inside your main activity.kt when you convert Java to Kotlin file. Okay, next go to app.tsx. First of all, open your terminal and run this. Next you have to do cd ... So it will move outside your React Native project, and you have to run this command. The only thing which you have to change is, so my project name is RN Google Drive, so here I am using RN Google Drive, but change it to whatever you have, and this will be your folder name. Okay, next what you have to do, cd to your main Android folder. So cd Android, and you will have to run this command. So this will do code gen for your turbo module. Next you will also have to register on Google Developer Console. So search for Google Developer Console, then you will have to go to API, enable APIs and credentials, and then enable Google Drive API. Next you will also have to go to the OAuth consent screen, click on external and click create. It will ask you for a few questions, so add all the mandatory questions which is asked. Next you have to click on create credential. First click API key. Okay, then generate this API key over here, so it should look something like this. And also you will have to again go back to create credential, click on OAuth client ID, and it will ask you for a few questions like package name and SHA-1 certificate. So I will tell you how to generate a SHA-1 certificate. So don't follow this, like this is for Flutter and native Android, this doesn't work for React Native. And once SHA-1 has been added, you should see something like this. And one more thing is that the SHA-1 which we will be generating will be for debug APK. Once you're releasing the app, you will again have to generate a SHA-1 and pass the appropriate APK, release APK, as well as the password for it. And but given that we are testing it on the debug APK, you will have to again go back to OAuth consent screen, test user, click on add user, and enter the email ID for which you would be testing for the Google Drive upload. Okay, and now how to upload, how to generate the SHA-1. So you will have to do something like this. Then it will ask you for a password. Just type Android and it will give you a SHA-1 certificate. Now inside app.tsx, I'm just importing it something like this. And here I have a touchable opacity, two buttons, one for upload, one for read, and I'm just calling upload as well as read method. And here I'm just displaying the text whatever has been displayed, whatever we get from the by reading. And inside use effect, I have defined the device event emitter for result upload as well as result read. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching.